angry guy here, and Christian women are demanding men give them the princess treatment. Christian women are demanding that men give them the princess treatment. Yeah, we're living in a crazy reality. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
I think practically every woman who's in a relationship has a deep craving and a need to be treated like she's the woman in the relationship. See, when I say princess treatment, I don't mean a man showering you with materialism, getting you the new iPhone every year, paying for your $200 bi-monthly manicure, giving you his credit card to go on a shopping spree every weekend. That kind of materialistic-minded treatment is not going to make you happy, trust me. A prince does happily provide for you, but overconsumption does not make anyone happy. What I mean by princess treatment in this context is getting treated like a woman, a man treating you like you are the feminine aspect in a relationship. You may think that because you would be the woman in any given relationship, that men are going to default to treating you like you are the woman in the relationship, but unfortunately that is not the case. Modern men widely don't treat women like women, mainly because modern men are discouraged from being self-actualized men. Men have been so demoralized by secularism, androgyny, hypersexualization, adult content, and the villainization of masculinity that they don't really view women as women anymore, which is why you often hear dejected, demoralized, red-pilled men refer to us as females instead of women. I don't like the red-pilled manosphere, but they are being honest when they talk like that because they see us as mere females. That's why modern men so often only do the bare minimum for women romantically. They see women as the bare minimum of what we are. We're not women to them. We're male light to them. We're just technically female, and that's it. That is why these kinds of demoralized red pill men don't see the benefit of treating women that well. If you brought up the concept of treating a woman like she's a princess to a bitter red-pilled man, he'd probably laugh in your face and think that any man who'd treat a woman like that is automatically a simp. I mean, those men don't even see the benefit of giving women sexual loyalty. And yes, it's partly because they're selfish, but it's also because these men have been so demoralized to the point where they don't see the feminine in women anymore. And it's the feminine in women that sparks the prince in men. You see, classically, the feminine to the masculine is the manifestation of a judgmental ideal. Classically, men have viewed women as these ethereal, beautiful creatures whom they need to impress, whom they have a strong urge to show off for. You'll even see this in nature. You'll see the male bird show off to the female bird to seduce her. However, the female bird just is. She does not need to do anything except be herself to get the male's attention, but the male needs to actively impress the woman, and this is because even in nature, the feminine is most simplistically the manifestation of being, and the masculine is the manifestation of doing. That is why it is more than okay to want princess treatment as a woman. That urge is simply you wanting to be treated as the feminine in a romantic relationship, as the receptive, passive aspect, and less as the take charge, provisional leader. And I don't mean passive in the pejorative sense, just in the manner of being. I really changed my mind on the word passive after reading this other book, but that's for another time. Even sexually, women are the passive receivers. We receive the man sexually. He does not receive us sexually. So of course, that's going to manifest in other areas of our romantic relationships with men as well. But modern men, again, don't really view women as the manifestation of a judgmental ideal. Modern men don't view women as ethereal, beautiful creatures whom are worthy of being impressed and served anymore. I do believe that deep down, men do still view women as the feminine. That's just an immutable part of a man's nature. it has just been repressed by modernity. And that potential is truly unlocked and optimized when a man sees you as a woman, sees you as the judgmental ideal who is worthy of being impressed and served, who is motivated by your sheer beauty and femininity to happily and passionately go out of his way for you. A man is going to treat you like a princess, like the woman in the relationship, instead of merely the female in the relationship, when he views you as that feminine ideal and falls in love with you simply as that. There is a dark side of this, however. If a man falls in love with the idealized concept of a woman instead of falling in love with her specifically, then once she inevitably starts to do things that are not in line with his pedestalized, overinflated idea of her because she's only human and not perfect, then he may start to stop putting in effort because he has been disheartened by his disillusionment. That is a different issue though. That is a perversion of the concept of the feminine, usually carried out by heterosexual immature men or boys more aptly. That's something that I hope everyone looks out for, to make sure that they fall in love with the man or woman instead of falling in love with their idea of him or her. But I'm digressing. A man will give you princess treatment, will treat you like you are the feminine aspect of the relationship when he simply falls in love with you as the feminine. His chivalry and gallantry will be inspired simply by you embodying the feminine.
So here's the thing about this. She said impress and serve a woman. So basically, men need to impress and serve the woman. Did you hear what she said? The reality is that women were created to be our helpers, but a lot of them misconstrue the Bible and the meaning of the Bible. It's like God put them here to, be served, to for the mat. I mean, like, this is literally simp stuff. This is basically women saying, looking for simping, but then saying, oh, it's not simping, it's biblical. Guys, this is a load of, and I just love how Jasmine decided to take off the head wrap or whatever the heck that is. I mean, this is intrigue. This is just unbelievable. I mean, she said a whole lot of nothing right there. A whole lot of nothing. This is the reason why men are avoiding Western society. And what does she do? She refers to, the men in the red pill community, the manosphere, as boys. I mean, this throwing shade. Like, this is the craziest thing. These women are going after men who are not even messing with them, men who are not even screwing with them, men who are walking away from society, walking away from relationships, men who are refusing to simp. Oh, these are boys. Because if you're in your feminine, I mean, what does it mean to be a feminine woman? To be a feminine woman means to serve your man. To be a feminine woman means to allow your man to lead. To be a feminine woman means to be agreeable. That is a feminine woman. Okay. It doesn't mean that she is a pushover. Doesn't mean that the man can take advantage of her. Doesn't mean that she does not give her opinion. But she is not trying to create disruption within the home. She provides obedience to her husband, loyalty. She creates an environment that he wants to be in. When he is around her, he feels peace. A man spends most of his life going into the world and fighting each and every single day. He does not need to come home and fight when he gets home, or be lectured and told about his responsibilities to his wife. Like, literally, he's going to serve you and give you the princess treatment that you deserve, that God wants you to have. Guys, didn't I tell you how dangerous this is? How dangerous Christianity is? And where the tradcon movement is absolutely heading? Like, these women, these guys, they see the writing on the wall. Hardships ahead. The simp economy cannot provide for all of these women. Inflation is not going away, guys. If prices go down, we call that deflation. Okay? Deflation is not good. Deflation is bad. Okay? It is it Deflation is generally considered bad for the economy because it increases the real value of debt, especially if the deflation is unexpected. It may aggravate recessions and lead to a deflationary spiral. It discourages consumer spending. It increases real interest rates. It can lead to real wage unemployment. It is more difficult for relative prices and wages to adjust. It can become entrenched and difficult to end. That is the danger of deflation. Just some of the dangers of deflation. All right. So this notion that, oh, inflation is going down, what they mean when they say inflation is going down is that the rate of inflation, the rate at which products are going up on a annual basis is going down. So prices are going higher year over year. That $18 Big Mac is still $18. Okay? It was $18 in 2024, in 2023, and it's still going up in 2020. It's still going up in 2024. But don't worry. Instead of last year it went from 14 to 18. This year it's only going to go from 18 to 21. This is basically, so. In other words, oh my gosh, it's not as large of a it's not as large of a number. Last year it went up by $4. This 2024 it's only going up by three. Guys, women, they're struggling. Men are struggling. The simps are struggling. Okay, the simps are struggling, and they even have to. And I'm telling y'all, they even have, a lot of them have to be selective. You know, even over which only fools and lonely fan models they want to support. There's not enough. There are not enough men in the simp economy to keep this thing going. Okay, and of course, women are looking for these Christian, biblical, godly men. Basically, you have to be a simp to give them the princess treatment. Okay? In other words, women want to be pampered. They want a man to pamper them, but what are you doing for the man? If a woman knows how to take care of a man, how to treat a man, how to respect a man, like for example, Soraya talks about this, right? But the thing is, Soraya is not asking for the princess treatment. The thing is that if a woman treats a man that way, he is going to naturally do these things. But for example, Sarai goes like 50-50 on bills. Like when they go out, she's constant. Her husband, she has always cooked for her husband. You know, like 99% of the time, she's always made sure there was a meal for him. Unless she was like very like away or sick or stuff like that. You know, she's always asking her husband, what can she do better? Did she do any? What does she need to change? Always asking for his feedback. You know, this is a woman who is agreeable. She is fit. She is friendly. But she's within reason. Like she's not faking stuff like putting a veil on her head to, putting a veil on her head to appeal to a specific group of people. Like, oh my gosh, guys, look at me. Look at me. Like, could you imagine her putting a veil on her head, trying to make it look like she was more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like more modest to the manosphere? No, she doesn't have to do that. Just don't dress like a 304. I like what she says. Like there are certain parts, like she was taught by her father, that there are certain parts of a woman's body that she does not need to show off, and it's respectable. There's nothing wrong with wearing a summer dress. There's nothing wrong with wearing a skirt, but it doesn't need to. But that skirt shouldn't go all the way up until the cheeks are hanging out. You know, you're the cleavage. You shouldn't. The cleavage should not be so low that basically it looks more like you're not wearing anything at all. Like you're showing more in cleavage than you would be on the beach. Like I'm just being so realistic. You know, these terrible yoga pants. It's just like our leggings. It's like just ridiculous, just ridiculous. I don't know. Janelle, I don't know why I keep calling her Janelle. Maybe she reminds me of someone else, another content creator by that name. But maybe there was this what do you call that lady? There was this woman who was living in a van and she got big on YouTube. Maybe that's who she reminds me of, even though they're very different. But Jasmine really has me. She really has me. I cannot believe this. I don't even know. Princess treatment, bro. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Christian women are demanding men give them the princess treatment. Like, what the? Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.